Now, Our Lady of Lake University, you're the Saints, right?
Correct.
That's not really saint-like, is it? No, that's good though. That's a lot better than nothing. You know.
Yes.
Now, for military students, if you're active duty military or reserve, as long as the federal government is providing the tuition assistance, then you're going to claim that as active duty, I'm assuming, right? Like most colleges do. And then you pick up tab for the second half, so there's no out-of-pocket expenses for students who are currently serving in the military and where the military is actually paying the tuition assistance. You guys pick up the second half of the scholarship, and then they're good, right?
How that actually...
I read it on the website. Don't lie to me.
Yes and no, and I mean they can also be corrected if I'm wrong on this one. But from my understanding of the active duty military scholarship, what happens is the active duty military members are eligible for an educational scholarship from the military, and it only meets a certain monetary amount. What we've done is we've actually been able to reduce our tuition down to a certain amount that can actually be fully covered for active duty military members. And it's not so much that it's going to be covered for each term or so like that. It's going to be reduced down to that steady amount, to where the only thing I think the students really have to worry about, I believe, is just the books or taxes on the tuition, but it should already be covered by the scholarship. It's also not only if you're active duty military, the spouse is also eligible as well.
Really?
So yes.
That's excellent. That's awesome. For weekend college, are there any hidden fees for being in the weekend college? Because your tuition credit is what, 690?
$690 per, for an undergraduate hour it's $690.
Okay. Is it increased if you go to the weekend college? Or
It's
is
the
it
same tuition cost, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if we do have any fees, they're just general fees or lab fees that are added on there, but those really won't go more than I don't believe they don't go more than $120 combined. So,
are you going to charge me a student union fee if I don't use your student union?
No, that's the general fee.
Yeah.
Every student that at the time of registration is assessed a general fee, and it's contingent if you're part-time or you're full-time. The fees are different, and you pay a flat-out general fee. Now, lab fees, it depends on your class. There are some, if you're in the natural sciences, you're taking biology, chemistry classes, those have lab fees. Other classes might have a lab fee, but that's based on, depending on which classes you're taking. But other than that, there are no student fees to use the wellness center or to use the library. That's covered under your general fee, period.
Okay. All right. Some more questions. From a master's, a graduate point of view, and doctorate, what do you offer in a doctorate realm, a doctoral degree?
For
leadership studies.
college, or are you looking for the weekend college or just the total in general?
Well, weekend's only one, right?
Yeah, weekend's one doctoral program, which is in leadership studies.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have another doctoral program on the traditional side for psychology.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So the doctoral for leadership studies in the weekend college,
Mm-hmm.
how does that work?
How does that work? Just basically the overall summary of it, or?
Is it the same thing same concept as the bachelor's, just as a doctorate?
Oh yeah, it's the same kind of concept where classes meet, every other weekend. The first class is done in the morning from 8 to noon, and then you usually get like an hour break in between for lunch, and then you'll have your second class from 1 to 5. So you'll be in class all day. The advantage of actually the doctoral program is that you're actually based on a cohort model. And if you're not familiar with the word cohort is the same group of students that you actually start the program with, or the same group of students you're going to see through each one of your classes as you continue on. And it takes about generally 4 years to actually complete the doctoral program. It's a 75 credit hour program. But at the same time, the same students that you actually go through, again, will go through the same classes. I guess the humor joke for the doctoral students at the end amongst themselves and their own cohorts is, what do you call the student with the lowest what do you call the lowest student at the end of the degree program with the lowest GPA? Doctor. So I think that's actually kind of funny. It's like, well, if you think about that, it's like, that is kind of true. But it is, like I said, it's the same kind of concept. The classes are 8 to noon and 1 to 5, and you're going to class all day. I think it's actually great because you're on the cohort system, because you're also networking with the other students. Especially on the doctoral program, there are going to be those times when the work becomes very rigorous, and very challenging, and you feel like you can't do this, but you have a strong cohort system to where they're like, if I'm able to do it, so can you, and we can't let you back down like that.
Build some friendships before you know it, you have a whole bunch of doctor friends, right?
Yeah.